So I would describe Kendo as similar to fencing, but with a lot of martial arts aspects, such as reiho or etiquette. There's a lot of bowing, it's a lot of formality and stuff like that. It's really deeply embedded in Japanese culture.
A lot of Kendo is based off of respect. You bow to acknowledge the other person that you're facing.
You have to bow to other people before practice and say, "Onegai shimasu," essentially, "May I practice with you?" or "May I please practice with you?" And then at the end of practice, we bow to each other again, and we bow to the front as a means of saying, "Thank you very much for practicing with me." So, "Arigatou gozaimashita." So I am Japanese, but I didn't find out about Kendo through any Japanese cultural institutions. Mainly, I needed a martial art I needed a sport that didn't require me to have a lot of leg flexibility because I had a leg injury at the time I started Kendo. And then I started Kendo and I decided to keep on going with it because I really enjoyed a lot of the very formal aspects of Kendo, the reiho, the etiquette, the intensity that comes with the martial art itself.
The sword that we're using is called a shinai. It's made up of bamboo slats, and so it's wrapped together with string, and it's to simulate a katana. A thing that Kendo does is about mind, and so there's a thing in Kendo where you meditate. It's called mokuso. Before and after each practice, we meditate to put us in the mindset of being in the space of practice. All of these protective gear is to help us protect the areas of where we're being struck. So it's called bogu, which is the armor. Kote are wrists. Nen is head. Do is body. And there's, when you get more advanced, ski, which is the throat.
Kendo has 4 very specific target locations, and one has to hit those in a very specific manner in order to score a point. So there's a lot of rules that come into play with this thing called Kikentai no Ichi, which means the spirit, the sword, and the body have to be unified. What it essentially means is that the strike has to be perfect for it to count. We don't use electronic scoring in Kendo. All the judgment of whether a strike is valid or not is human judgment, which adds, I think, a lot of complexity to the martial art itself.
So I was down at the club fair, the involvement fair on the hub lawn, and I was walking around looking at the various club teams for different sports, and I saw a display with the bogu armor set up, and I was fascinated, so I walked over and I talked to the person at the stand, one of my new teammates, Vincent. So I wrote my email down, and when I found out when the club was meeting, I joined in. So it's been really great to meet all the people that have been part of the team. The biggest thing I look forward to is probably getting my robes and getting into bogu, because that'll be happening within the next couple months, and so that'll be a massive change between striking and moving without armor on, and then with the extra bulk of the armor, so I'm really looking forward to making those adjustments and learning all about it.
So I was at the career fair just browsing around. I've done multiple martial arts before, as well as I currently do Taekwondo, and I saw Kendo and I thought it looked interesting and unique, so I decided to give it a try. It is not as easy as it looks. It looks like they're just hitting each other with sticks. It's a lot more refined, and it's actually very difficult to get down. I'm most looking forward to advancing my skills and just climbing the ranks, as seeing as how far I can go in this club.
So I've been really involved with martial arts my entire life. But I didn't get into Kendo until junior year of college. I ran into to Eric, who's our coach, at the fair, and we hit it off. From then, I knew nothing about Kendo, I knew nothing about the sport, and now I'm club president, so you really have a lot of opportunity.